Yes, and this could be only part of a cosmic storm.
Surely you don't think this turbulence will follow us through the whole constellation?
It might well be.
Well, I don't care. Anything would be better than this dreary planet of all the forsaken, lifeless places. Penny? Well, have you seen Penny? She went to get her scarf, I guess. Her scarf? Out by those big rocks. I told her I saw it where she left it. Why didn't you bring it in for her? Well, because this was before the storm started. And because yesterday I had to get her comb for her. She's always losing things out there. Oh, dear. John.
Don't worry, darling. I'll find her. I left off in 5 minutes.
Shh! Don't make so much noise. I won't hurt you. Who are you?
My name's J5. They call you Penny, don't they? Please, I'm sorry I've been stealing your things, but I had to talk to you.
Did you steal my comb yesterday?
Yes, to get you to come here. Because you're going to leave this planet pretty quick, aren't you? And I want to go with you.
You what? I mean, where do you come from? I didn't know there were any people here.
There aren't. But there used to be a colony from another planet in the same galaxy. I'm all that's left.
Oh, let go of me.
You're just like everybody else, aren't you? You'd just as soon leave me here to be eaten by the Zabo, too, wouldn't you?
To be eaten by the what? What's a Zabo?
It's a great big thing that keeps chasing me. It's got hair and claws and a great big awful growl.
Like a lion or something? Oh, I don't believe you. There aren't any animals like that here.
See what I mean?
Where is it?
Run! Try to stop it! Run!
Who's this?
His name's J5. He's the only one left from a colony. Dad, is he dead?
No, he just fainted.
He was trying to save me from the lion.
Lion? Are you sure you saw a lion?
He called it a zabo, but he looked just like a lion. There it is again. Oh.
Get him out of here.
It's all right now. Let's get back to the ship.
Hey, your scarf. Wait, I'll get it. Here's Abel. Here's Abel. Hi, Abel. Come on. You didn't think I'd leave you behind, did you?
J5, come on.
Check. Speed 500.
Judy, give us a hand.
Stabilizer control. Hold the buttons down.
Looks as if we are going to have turbulence, doesn't it?
Yes, we should have cleaned those stabilizer circuits.
Well, I'm holding as hard as I can.
Hang on below. We're moving into some nova turbulence. It shouldn't last too long.
Well, it'll take more than a little turbulence to slow down this boy's appetite. You know, don't eat so quickly. Not so fast.
Well, he's been living on roots and berries for almost 5 years now, Mom.
Mrs. Robinson, you must be the most wonderful cook who ever lived.
Oh, thank you.
You know, that tastes almost like the food back home when I was little.
Well, well, well. An apple a day, as they say. Dr. Zachary Smith at your service, young man.
Why are you wearing your stethoscope, Dr. Smith?
Your father told me it would be a rather good idea to give our little alien friend a checkup. Make sure that he's surviving our atmosphere.
Give me a what?
A checkup.
Well, you can use my room.
Splendid.
It's all right, J5.
Now, don't you worry about anything. You go ahead.
Come along.
Come on. Let's get him some more to eat.
Come along, my dear boy. Come along. Be good enough to remove your shirt, please.
What? No!
Now. Just to listen to your heart. That is
Good heavens. You don't have one.
It might help if you put it in your ears, Dr. Smith.
What? Oh, yes. Excuse me. Just a moment, please. There.
Ah, splendid. First rate.
What are you afraid of? If you're so brave and fight lions like Penny says.
You don't believe her, do you?
Well, I didn't say that. Tell me, J5, what's your home planet really like?
Well, I don't remember too much, because I left home when I was little. But, well, I know there's a lot of money there.
Money? Did you say money?
Penny says that's what you call it, I guess. Because I remember people never had to work very much or anything. There's all these rocks lying around, and people just pick them up.
Rocks?
Yeah, like diamonds and rubies and rocks like that.
Diamonds and rubies and rocks like that.
How very interesting. Tell me, young man, just where is this planet of yours?
Excuse me, Dr. Smith, but Dad won't like it if he doesn't get a medical report pretty soon. And if you won't give it to him, I'll just have the robot come in here and analyze him.
Do what?
Splendid idea, much less trouble for me. Won't hurt you a bit, my boy. I plan to take the best care of you possible, the very best. All those diamonds and rubies. I really must hear more about them, mustn't I? We'll be back shortly. Come along, will you?
And when we get back, we can listen to some more of your stories.
Stories. We'll show you. Will Robinson, just wait till you come back in here.
There we go again.
Haven't you found the trouble yet?
Somewhere in this port stabilizer control unit.
What are you doing?
Please, J5, we're busy now.
Well, I can't find any short circuits.
What's a short circuit?
Maybe you better run down below, huh?
Don, try the emergency panel.
'Cause if it's anything like crossed wires and burning, there's one right there, isn't there?
Kid, please, listen. Do me a favor, huh? Just leave us alone.
Oh, wait a minute, Don. Now, what panel did you say that was?
Right there.
This one, huh?
I'll be. Please, remember. There goes the stabilizer.
Yes, it's all right now.
Say, what's the name of that planet of yours? Caltech?
How on earth did you know where to look?
I don't know. Things like that just seem easy, I guess.
Well, I guess we've got ourselves a new crew member. At least until we get you home.
Will you? Could you?
Well, I don't see why not.
Listen, just as long as it's in the same galaxy and it's not too far out.
Oh, Professor Robinson, thank you. excuse me, there's something I have to take care of. Quick.
You know, I wonder if he can fly a spaceship.
Ah, come on.
Will! Will! I tried to stop you. I mean, I thought I heard something too, but I guess it was just imagination.
Imagination?
Sure. See, there's nothing in here. Not even behind the door there. Even that's empty.
What's the matter with you boys? What was it?
Didn't you hear anything?
Hear what?
It was a lion, just like Penny saw. There's something awfully funny about you.
I certainly heard that. It's the emergency alarm. Come along.
John, what's happening?
I can't see what's happening. There's fog on the viewport. Don, hit the retros.
Warning, warning, collision, collision.
The gyro stabilizer's cut off.
Will? Yeah, I'm okay.
I seriously doubt that I am, madam. I must retire to my quarters. Excuse me.
What happened?
Don, see if you can clear that viewport.
Might be part of a force wheel. I don't think we had knocked it.
I heard some scraping. There might be damage outside.
Professor Robinson?
Yes?
Professor Robinson, did I do something bad when I found that short circuit for you?
Of course not, son. There was no connection.
The fog's disappearing. Oh, what is that?
It's sucking us in closer. In between them. No power. There is damage.
Look, we're coming right up against it. Have we stopped?
Well, what do we do now?
I guess we have to make the first move. I'll go outside and take a look around.
Oh, John, you can't do that. You don't know what sort of awful creatures might be in there.
We've got to find out what the damage is. The sooner we can fix it, the sooner we can blast out of here. Keep your radio up, Don.
John, be careful. Oh, John? John, what was that?
Take it easy. It's some sort of airlock. Like a gangplank.
Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days. Departed Cape Kennedy, September 18th, 1997. Jupiter 2. Professor John Robinson, Commander. Professor John Robinson, Commander.
Listen, it's talking to him.
Calling them by name.
Departed Cape Kennedy, September 18th, 1997.
That's right.
Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days. Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days. Departed Cape Kennedy, September 18th, 1997. Mission Exploration. Jupiter 2. Jupiter 2. Professor John Robinson, Commander. Professor John Robinson, Commander. Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days. Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days. Departed Cape Kennedy, September 18th, 1997. Just a minute. Departed Cape Kennedy, September 18th, 1997. Mission Exploration. Mission Exploration.
He knows all about us.
Jupiter 2. Jupiter 2. Professor John Robinson, Commander. Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days. Departed Cape Kennedy, September 18th, 1997. Jupiter 2. Professor John Robinson, Commander. Professor John Robinson, Commander. Departed Cape Kennedy, September 18th, 1997. Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days. Lost in space 2 years, 5 months, 6 days.
Mouse? Excuse me, sir. This place is in such a mess. I was sound asleep, you know. I didn't hear you coming. I'd been listening to the baseball game.
Baseball?
Huh? Yeah, the baseball. I have tapes, you know, for the World Series, you know. Last one I had is 1984. Mets, 22.
22?
Angels. Landing lights.
You can see the lettering. Look, there's a flag.
Who are you? What is this?
You must forgive me, sir. You were no doubt caught in my force field. This is the space light ship number F12.
Light ship?
Yes, light ship. On post in the galaxy. 14Y. Yes, 14Y. Oh, there it is. Things are a little bit disorganized here, but you are the first visitor in 11 years. Permit me, sir. Colonel Silas J. Fogey, United States Air Force.
Colonel Fogey.
And oh, by golly, sir. Welcome aboard.
Come on now. Hurry up. Mother, can I borrow your coat? Yes, of course. Hurry now.
I don't see why we had to wait so long.
Listen, if you'd been living alone in space for 11 years, wouldn't you want to clean up your house before having visitors?
No.
Hurry up.
They have an enclosed gangway all fixed up for it.
I don't see what everyone's so excited about.
What? Oh, J5, think how you'd feel if you suddenly bumped into someone from your home planet.
Well, I guess so, but...
Then come on, you're invited too.
Really, am I?
Gangway is now open. Your mother says, hurry up.
Come on.
Colonel Fogey, I'd like you to meet my wife, Maureen.
Oh, how do you do? Oh,
Hi, Judy.
thanks.
My daughter, Judy. Colonel Fogey.
How are you?
Major West. Colonel Fogey.
Major?
I am Dr. Zachary Smith. Is it Colonel?
Yes, Mr. Smith. I'll remember that, yes.
My daughter, Penny.
Penny. How are you?
And my son, Will.
Will.
Colonel Fogey.
Nice to meet you.
How are you, Will?
J5.
Yes, J5. Colonel Fogey.
J5. There we are. Now, shall we, my dear?
Oh, thank you. Well, golly.
Doesn't look like much in here.
Haven't you ever seen a weather station before, J5? It's like an outer space lighthouse. Come on.
Oh, my. Oh.
The principle is quite simple, madam. Someday there will be one such navigational aid as this, stationed in each and every galaxy of the heavens.
But you must have been awfully lonely out here all by yourself.
Oh, no, it wasn't so bad, really. And besides, only 3 more years and I'm eligible for retirement. Well, now, over here, we have the weather plotting. That's it right there. And these are directional signals to guide other ships from Earth, passing explorers and so on.
Oh, my.
Colonel, you must have a collection of maps. The Colonel and I have been discussing that, Don.
Well, maybe you could help us get back on course.
Oh, I wonder if you could. Now. Excuse me. Let's save that conversation for dinner.
Dinner? Oh, do you mean we're invited for dinner, too?
Roast turkey and stuffing, young man.
My favorite.
Champagne. Giblet, cranberry sauce.
Like Thanksgiving.
Of course. What else could this glorious day be but Thanksgiving?
Oh, that sounds great.
May I have the honor?
Yes, indeed.
This way?
There we go.
Please sit down.
Home, indeed. Only if you lived in early Grand Rapids.
Well, it is a little, elegant for the Space Force.
You'd be surprised how little paint can cover up the tin. And 11 years. What that does for a man's ingenuity.
Well, Colonel, I see you weren't fooling about that champagne.
Champagne? Domestic, I might have known.
Well, it was left over when they christened the ship.
Then it's probably flat as well.
Colonel, since this is a Thanksgiving for all of us, I think we'd better tell them the news now.
What news?
What news, dear?
Well, Colonel Fogey and I have been doing some conferring, and we find that in addition to maps, this lightship contains a store of emergency fuel. Yes.
Yes, that's right. And when it's piped aboard your ship, I'm quite sure there'll be sufficient power to take you straight back home to Earth.
Home. Home, sweet home. I think I'm going to cry. A toast. I propose a toast. A toast, you hear, to our magnificent host, Colonel Fogey, the Congressional Medal, sir. I shall personally see to it that you get the Congressional Medal for rescuing me, for saving my life.
Dr. Smith, I thought you didn't like domestic champagne.
Don't be provincial, William. This champagne comes from Earth, and that's all that matters. A toast! A toast! Colonel Fogey!
To the Colonel.
My friend.
Dad, what about J5?
And what about him, dear?
Well, we'll take him home first, won't we? To his home planet.
Well, we'll have to check that fuel first.
No, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. But if the boy lives on a planet that's even farther out in this galaxy, well, then you couldn't take the gamble. It's the wrong direction. I mean, there certainly won't be enough fuel. I'm afraid you might never get back to Earth.
I'm sorry, J5.
J5, you'll love Earth. Really, you will.
Sure, J5. We'll find a nice home for you down there.
Penny.
Yes. J5! did you run away like that? I knew. You didn't want anyone to see you were crying. I don't blame you.
Who's crying?
Well, I know how I'd feel if I thought I was going home and suddenly discovered I wasn't.
Doesn't make much difference, I guess.
Oh, J5, you will like Earth. You'll love it. Oh, everything is so green and beautiful. Oh, come on back to dinner now, won't you, please?
All right. If you want me to.
Yes.
But listen. No matter what happens, you promise to be my friend, Penny?
Of course, silly. Come on.
He'll work for anybody, won't he? I mean, anybody who can set his dials right.
He's pretty complicated.
You know something? I like all these computers and instruments and things. I'll bet I could figure them out just like that.
Yeah, I bet you could, too. Dad says you have unusual scientific aptitude. Let's go. What's the matter?
Maybe you better go in first, so it won't look like...
I know. I won't even tell them I asked you to come back.
Go on, up on the bridge first. Scoot.
Colonel, would you mind if my wife and I took a look around?
No, not at all. You're my first visitors, you know. Absolutely the first.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Excuse us, please.
Of course, I have seen a few ships from other planets, but they just passed through my telescope. No one ever stopped. No one ever contacted my radios.
Colonel, you seem to be having a great problem with that bottle. Allow me.
Oh, thank you.
There! You see how easy it is.
Oh, you have the knack.
It must be so terribly lonesome for you. Isn't there ever any excitement, anything different?
No. I do clean and test the alarm bells every 4th Tuesday, but they never ring.
Does it scare you to think they might ring sometime, sir?
Scare me? Why, no, my boy.
Colonel? Are you all right, sir?
Can't you hear them? The alarm bells? To the control bridge! Hurry!
Dr. Smith.
Yes?
Here. I mean, there's no sense in wasting it.
Quite right, my boy. Quite right.
Besides, I don't know what we could do up there.
J5, come on.
Maybe Penny could find out for us.
I'm sure she could. Very nice indeed.
Listen, until they find out what's wrong up on the bridge, we'll all just get in the way. So, why don't you go up and see what it is, then come back and tell us?
Well,
Hurry.
meow. Meow.
Ah, there you are. Nothing like keeping one's head in a crisis, is there?
Yes, sir. Besides, I remembered you wanted to hear more about my planet and the diamonds and rubies. So, maybe while we wait...
Well, of course. And if it will help to keep you calm, by all means tell me about the diamonds and the rubies.
It's supposed to light up. It's supposed to say what's wrong.
Well, how do you turn the alarm off?
Alarm. Oh, yes. Oh, here. These switches, no, it must be this one.
Colonel, that one's already off. Let's start.
And the automatic switch wasn't on. We all heard the bells. I don't understand.
Well, obviously something is wrong. Must have been that storm we were dodging.
Storm? What storm?
The cosmic storm that's sweeping the entire galaxy.
Didn't you have that in your weather report, Colonel?
Oh, well, of course, I have been rather busy today. Oh, wait. We have a computer. Yes, we do. And it compiles all the data. Here we are. Now, all you have to do is to take one of these cards and put it in this way. No. I guess you have to find the combination, and then you put it in this.
Colonel, I imagine that storm is close enough to be seen on your scanners. May I?
Oh, yes, of course. Be my guest, sir.
Well, there it is, all right. It's a good thing we repaired the Jupiter, too, this afternoon.
Well, I don't think there's really going to be any trouble. I'm so sorry about the dinner getting cold.
Oh, that's all right. My goodness, it's not your fault.
Colonel? Have you had much trouble with drift?
Drift?
Drift.
Oh, drift. No. You see, this is a stationary light ship. I haven't had to bother. All of that was controlled automatically at the time of launching. Although, it does seem to me that we have a drift indicator somewhere. Oh, yes, excuse me. Pardon me, if you don't mind. Yes, this is it. Lovely.
I wonder what's going on up on the bridge.
Never fear. Smith is here. Our fate is in the most capable hands. Now then, you spoke of diamonds and rubies.
Yes, sir. But if we're never gonna go to my planet, maybe there's no sense in talking about it.
My dear boy, never say never.
The trouble is, you Earth people think that just because I'm a boy, maybe you shouldn't listen to what I say.
Nonsense! I think you're a most precocious young man, almost as bright as I was at your age. Now, why don't you sit down?
Wait till I see if Penny's come back.
Who's there? Where are you?
Over here.
Are you playing a game with me? Whoever you are?
Of course not, darling. It's me. In the cabinet.
But who are you?
Now stop being silly, darling, and open the door. Come on. Come on. Closer. It's all right. We're all alone.
Oh, good heavens. You mean to say that the Colonel has had you in here all these years?
Of course not, darling. You're the only person who's ever even seen me. I'm a Sable.
A sable? How nice. Oh, madam, do let me help you out of there. Surely you cannot be comfortable sitting on all these dreadful diamonds and rubies.
Mustn't touch. Can't touch. Because I'm not really here, of course. I'm only in your imagination.
You are? Oh, my dear madam. What difference does it make where you are?
But you will come and see me, won't you? On J5's planet. On my planet. On our planet. Come and play in my garden.
Did you say J5's planet?
Of course, he's the one who sent me to you. Haven't you realized yet how smart that boy is? How he can even make people imagine things
that silly alarm bell. It didn't really ring.
It didn't.
He only made everyone imagine that it rang.
But I don't understand. If you're only in my imagination.
Oh, darling, just listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to him. So you and I can be together. Forever. And ever. And ever. J5, you don't know what's wrong yet, but maybe it has something to do with our drifting. I know my dad seems awfully upset and worried.
Does he? Well, never mind that. Honey, I was just going over to the spaceship. Dr. Smith asked me to find his glasses, but maybe you could find them quicker. Could you, please?
All right, I guess so.
Madam, I've so much enjoyed chatting with you.
Dr. Smith?
Yes? Oh! She's gone.
Dr. Smith? Professor Robinson asked me to give you an order, sir. He says you are to go over to the spaceship with me right now. He says you are to tell me what all the instruments are. Because if you just tell me, I can understand how to work them. Are you listening? He said hurry.
Yes, yes, of course.
Oh, Sable. Thank you. Now you can stay here and do anything you want with the rest of these people. 'Cause now I've got a spaceship. Now I'm going home.
Look. The stars are moving fast.
Colonel, is this your propulsion unit?
Yes, I guess so. I mean, it is. It is.
Well, it doesn't appear to be operational.
Oh, my. I've tried to keep up the maintenance. But then whoever would have dreamed that a stationary lightship might drift off its station?
The storm's causing it. Look at that star cluster.
We're heading straight for it.
Oh, my goodness.
And unless you tell us how to turn the ship around.
Well, John, what about the spaceship? We're locked together. Couldn't we use its power?
It's not strong enough.
It'd be like an ant trying to push an elephant.
But we'll be drawn into those suns.
Not if we can figure this thing out in time.
Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. 11 years. Loneliness. That's what it is. Loneliness. It does such strange things to people.
We understand, Colonel. But please, try to remember.
Remember, sir. Yes, sir. I'll try to remember, sir.
And stop calling me sir.
I can't help it. It keeps slipping. I am not a colonel. I am not a colonel. The real colonel, he took off somewhere in a space raft. He never came back. I'm only the cook and handyman.
A handyman?
All these years I've been pretending, but it's no use. I still can't figure out how to work this light ship. If anyone is going to save us, Professor, it will have to be you.
Here we are. Right backup rocket. Check. Left landing control. Check. Space pressure control. That one is for...
No, I understand. Go on.
That's all there is. Shall I start again?
Of course not. You think I'm as stupid as you were at my age?
Certainly not.
Then prepare to cast off.
Yes, indeed.
There you are, J5. I looked and looked, but I can't find Dr. Smith's glasses anywhere. Besides, he never wears them. What are you doing here?
You go back to your cabin, Penny. I'll explain after we're underway.
Underway?
Sure, your father asked us to go for help, that's all.
Get away from those buttons.
Penny, listen to me. There's nothing to worry about. I can figure this thing out. By the time we get to my planet, we'll be flying upside down and around in circles.
Your planet? Dad! Dad! Oh, Dr. Smith, let go of me. What's wrong with you? He's going to steal our spaceship.
Now, easy does it, Penny. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm coming along, too.
Dr. Smith, what's happened to you?
A vision, my dear, a vision of the future.
Vision?
Yes. Isn't that so, you darling dunderhead? Tell her.
I have had not enough time to compute the probabilities.
Fine time, Minnie, fine time.
Penny, please. We're friends, aren't we? So we're going to be together, that's all. Forever and ever.
And ever.
But I've lied about everything. Don't you understand? Everything. I don't have the fuel to get you back to Earth. I don't even have the maps. I took them into the galley, studied them. I burned them while I was cooking. I was only trying to impress you. I was trying to delay you so I could smuggle myself aboard your ship, become a stowaway. Because I can't stand being alone anymore. I can't stand it.
Oh, Colonel.
Don't call me that. I am an imposter, a traitor, a deserter, a coward. Stop it.
Whatever you are, you'll be dead if we don't get this ship back on course, and very soon. Well, get down to the dining room. Get Dr. Smith. Tell him to bring the robot up, and bring J5. We'll need all the help we can get.
Yes, sir.
Hurry.
Dr. Smith? J5? Hey, where are you?
without her, you know that. Now come along, we'll fire the blast off and hurry.
Penny, are you all right? Where are you? Penny, answer me. I left the Zabo in here. Penny, please, I don't want you to be hurt.
How can anyone be hurt by something that's imaginary?
What? But Will...
That's all the Zabo is, isn't it? Something you made up to scare people. Your mind's so powerful you can make them see the things they want to, what they're afraid of. Sure, I was the one that thought of lions in the first place. And there it was. So now Will is scared to death of lions too, and
Penny, please, I'm sorry. Penny, I didn't make it up just to scare people. I was living all alone for 5 years. I didn't really remember anything about my home planet. I didn't even know what it was like. So I had to have something to think about. I wanted a kitten, that's all.
kitten?
Sure. Something that would like me and be on my side. Here, I'll show you. Maybe you can hear her too now. Here's Zabel. Here's Zabel. Where are you? Answer me, Zabel.
Maybe it's gone.
Something's wrong. Zabel, where are you?
Oh, J5, don't you see? Maybe you don't need it anymore. Because you were worried about me, weren't you? Maybe you'll never need it again. Because now there are real people and real things to think about.
Penny, what's been going on down here?
Nothing. Everything's all right.
Oh, no, it's not. We've got to abandon ship. This light ship's out of control. Come on now, everyone on the Jupiter 2, let's go.
Why don't you fix the stabilizers?
What?
Sure. Can't you hear it even down here? There's a short circuit, just like there was in your ship.
Come on.
I hate to say it, but goodbye.
Goodbye, Colonel. There.
Thank you.
Colonel?
My dear.
Colonel?
There we are.
Goodbye, Colonel Fody.
Well, goodbye.
Hey, Colonel, don't worry about a thing. Even your title, you deserve it.
Well, I don't know about that. But it sure is nice to have this lightship going again. Perhaps people can even start hearing my weather reports now.
Yes, of course. A crew. That's all you needed.
All set to break the airlock, sir. Ready for cast-off.
And what a crew.
The relief ship from Earth will be here in 3 years. You will take care of the boy, won't you?
Oh, you bet. We'll send him back to his own planet, or to Earth, or any place he wants to go.
Don't worry about me, Professor. Boy, with all the scientific stuff around here to play with.
Well, it's time for cast-off. Colonel?
Bye-bye, Colonel.
Good luck.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye, Penny. Don't worry, I'll be seeing you one of these days.
Goodbye, G5.
Stay tuned for some exciting scenes from our next week's episode.
Next week, Dr. Smith and Will Robinson fall into a mysterious slumber, awakening to find they are 300 years into the future.
Warning, warning. We're about to enter the orbit of an unidentified planet.
Do something!
Trying to, but the pod doesn't have enough power to pull out. They're not real! I'm not joking, Will. I'm not your sister.
Stop!
Someone down on that planet's letting us know that we're not welcome.
All right, then prepare for emergency landing.
Next week, Flight into the Future on Lost in Space over this channel.